Yo, what's up? In today's video, I meet up with an awesome creative that at the age of 20-something years old already has created her own film production company. She's already directed her first feature film and got more coming on the way. So I thought that her story was very inspiring and I wanted to share it with you guys. So y'all check this out. What's up, y'all? Back with another video. This is your boy T, and today on Tell Your Story, I am sitting down with Miss Go-Getter herself, director, producer, writer, all of the above. Just awesome creative. Sitting down with none other than Nachela.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Yeah, it's good to finally catch back up with you. I really want to sit down with you because, you know, I've been seeing, you know, what you've been doing and it's very inspiring. What inspired your interest in film?
So ever since I was little, I've always been into acting. When I was growing up, the That's a Raven show was super popular. So I loved me some Raven-Symoné.
Okay.
You know, I used to watch that show and I saw myself in her. At the time, there was no, you know, thick black girl kind of killing the scene. And Raven was the it girl, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was the it girl. It didn't matter about her size, her looks, none of that. She was the it girl. And she was running her own thing, you know? Like, I remember, I can't remember what article it was. Maybe it was like an Essence article or something.
Mm-hmm.
But in the magazine, they had Raven on the cover. And it was like, $1 Million Woman or something like that. And this is when she was like, you know, 16, 17. So.
Yeah, because Raven's been doing it since she was a, you know, kid.
Yeah, I mean, it was super inspiring. So at the time, I wanted to be an actress. So, you know, I had always done theater when I was in, you know, grade school, middle school, high school. I was a theater kid. I never played any sports. I was always the theater kid. Even in church plays and stuff, I normally had a pretty big part in those plays too. And then of course when I went to school, I went to UNCG for college. I started out with pursuing my degree in acting. I got my first opportunity to act in a short film. It was called Getaway. Mm-hmm. We did that, and after that I was like, okay, I kind of like this film thing. I didn't really know too much about it, but I was like, I'm gonna change my major to film. And it just kind of took off from there. You know, I started being more interactive in the community in Greensboro.
How did that all come about? You know, is that what inspired Go-Getter?
So I was trying to figure out names for the company, and like I had a long list of names, but I really wanted something to really speak to me and my own personal journey. Like, I feel like my company, I am the brand. Like, the same way that, you know, you have somebody like Issa Rae, and then she has her company like Hooray, that's the production company, but she's still the face of that company. I'm trying to kind of model it similar to that. So when I was thinking of names, I'm like, and then people would always call me a go-getter. Like, oh, she's such a go-getter.
I love to play on words.
And then I was like, oh, but I'm the her. Like, I'm the person you're going to get. So it's go get her. So, you know, if you needed it done, you got to go get her.
All right.
So.
I got you. Which brings me to your feature film. Couch Party.
Couch Party, the idea in general. So I was in a writer's group and I was supposed to come up with all these different ideas. Couch Party was one of the ideas, which I got because when I first moved to Winston, I got a couch. And everybody that used to come over would fall asleep on the couch. Like, it didn't matter. If you was over longer than 20 minutes, you was probably going to go to sleep on the couch.
Oh, man.
So we started making a joke, and we called it a coma couch.
Right.
The original name of the movie was called Coma Couch.
That's awesome that you say that, because it's like I can relate to that. I had a couch similar to that. I had a couch similar to that people just fall asleep on, no matter what. I had people who would not come to my apartment and would not sit on the couch because they heard about it. So I can relate to that. I can relate to that, and I you know what I like about that? I like that you took something that was in real life and made it into, you know, a film. You know, that's cool. That's, you know, how you made a movie based off of something that you just took out of real life. So as far as the production into that, where was that filmed at? Was it here in North Carolina?
Yeah, so we filmed in Winston and Kernersville.
Okay.
So we were downtown, the place where like it's supposed to be Aaron's house and they're on a rooftop. That's downtown Winston-Salem. Okay. The house where Joy and Bria live, that's in Kernersville. We were at Taste of the Triad. Shout out to Taste of the Triad. All right. We were there. Shout out to Brothers Island Mart. We shot over there, which is also by Taste of the Triad. So we were there. That park, I think it's Bathabra Park. Yeah. It's like a little lake or something right there. Okay. We were over there too.
So hey, so it was, you know, Winston-Salem was Maple
Creek.
Maple Creek is the Triad. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And as far as like getting your actor, you know, you have some great talent in there, and I'm gonna tell you who my favorite character is gonna be. Joe, of course.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Joe's my favorite character. Joe just makes you think of, like, everybody knows somebody like Joe. Right. Everybody knows somebody that's just like Joe, with, you know, with those mannerisms, the way he talked. It was just it was hilarious. I love it. So what inspired the characters is, like, did you also pick those from like people you know, or just how did you write those kind of characters? So
anytime I write, I do try to use my own personal experiences in some way, shape, or form. So with Joe, it was like, I feel like everybody has met a mechanic or somebody who just don't never do their job. But if you ever lived in an apartment, I'm sure your like maintenance man ride around all day in a little golf cart and seem like they don't fix nothing. So that was Joe. Like, that was my inspiration for Joe. And it's funny because he had did a skit a while back. It was like when the whole R. Kelly thing was going on. So they did an R. Kelly skit, and it was like a Kelly fine. So anytime you sung an R. Kelly song, he would come out and hit you with a Kelly fine. And he had like this little accent with it. So when I was writing it, I was like, you should do it like that. Like, that would be funny, like somewhere in that range, but like country. Yeah. And so I didn't know he was gonna play it like that. I heard it, and at first I was like, okay. And then he kept doing it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna rock with it. You know, I'm gonna roll with it, and everybody seemed to love it. But yeah, Joe is basically based on all of the lazy mechanics and maintenance men I done ran into.
That's what's up. So look, aside from Couch Party, I know you say you're doing a lot of traveling now, and you're making connections. Got some new projects cooking up or anything on the horizon?
So this year for sure, I'm producing a feature film, a Christmas film. All right. So I will be doing that here in Winston starting in November. So I actually will be running casting calls and all of that coming up in July. So that's a full feature film. And then I also have some thrillers as well, which they're done. I'm just kind of looking to see who I can get to come on as like an EP or an investor so we can get them done. But for this year, for sure, definitely we'll be producing the Christmas project and produce those thrillers and all of that starting next year.
And as far as with Go Getter, is Go Getter, I know that you're the face of the brand, and I know this is your baby. Are there any plans to like expand, like you're making a team? Like, are you looking for other writers or, you know, screenplays that other people are writing? Or is it mainly like right now you already have enough on your, you know, agenda or your plate to kind of keep things moving?
So right now it is a small team, but eventually the goal is to expand. Eventually I do want to open up my own studio. So have multiple sets within that studio, like a jail or a hospital or a restaurant. So I can kind of rent those spaces out, you know, 24/7, while that also have go-getters home, like the hub of it. Once that happens, I definitely will expand. There is some expansion going on in like the next couple months. So like I'll put out something like, I call it my go-getter, my 18. So what that is like, it's kind of like a database. And if you're, say, a DP and you want to work with me, you can go in and put your information. So that way, when I do need a DP, that's where I'm going first. I do want to work with crews who want to work with me, that are experienced, that are professional. And if it happens to be that's the same person 3-4 times, then that's just what it is.
Yeah, if the chemistry works,
yeah. But you gotta be on the list, you know. Right. You gotta sign up for the 18.
Right. And speaking of that, I want to thank you for sitting down with me.
Of course.
For those who have not gone to go see Couch Party, go. It's on Tubi. Go laugh, enjoy it, man. You're gonna. I mean, you guys will see what I didn't want to put too many spoilers in this, but go and check out Couch Party. It's funny. It's gonna keep you laughing, and it was made right here in Carolina with North Carolina Creative. And I want to thank Nachela for sitting down with us. Miss Go Getter, y'all.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you. As always, I ended the conversation with a small miniature photo session and got some great captures. So again, I encourage you guys to go and follow her. I'm gonna leave all of her information in the link in the description of this video. Go check her out and give her some love. Until next video, I'll let you guys later. Keep telling your stories. Peace.